What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the notify button, where we're always dropping new Toyota Tacoma content. So let's just jump into it, guys. I've been seeing a lot of 24s online because I haven't seen any in person yet. Yes, Oregon, we haven't seen any 2024 Tacomas as of yet, and it's kind of surprising, especially with one of the dealerships out here that I go to a lot. Is like, you know, one of the biggest dealerships within like 3 or 4 states. So, and they still haven't got one. So I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube as well. So just kind of looking at the 24 and kind of seeing what people are saying about it. Some of the things that I've noticed about it are kind of just right off the bat. So the off-road, you know, the 2023 off-roads, and pretty much ever since they came out, they all came on 16-inch wheels. So you got 265/70 R16. Well, now all that's going to change. So they're going up to 17-inch wheels for the TRD off-road, and the Sport will have 18-inch wheels along with the Pro and the Trail Hunter. So with all that being said, I just seen a gentleman, he just picked up a Tacoma. He is new to the Tacoma platform. This is his first Tacoma, so he's never had a second gen, a first gen, or even a third gen. So he picked up the truck. He's really liking it, and actually the reason why he said that he only picked up this truck right now, the 2024, is because he's waiting on a he's on a list for a Pro. So he just picked up the 24, and yeah, he's on a list for the Pro for the 24. So that's what he really wants. But so what he did was he went and just slapped on some 285/75 17s without a lift or anything on the truck, and it wasn't a problem. And that's kind of like one of those things that I've been noticing a lot. So people are just doing 33s on just straight from the factory, and 35s, and they really don't have to do much to these trucks. I think some of these trucks, they haven't even been lifted. I'm not even sure. Maybe a slight leveling kit or something like that. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. You know, that's one thing that I think Toyota, you know, I think that's gonna be a big deal, because if you can just buy a truck and not have to worry about going to lift it and have to upgrade the suspension and worrying about how it's gonna ride and your warranty and all that stuff, when you can just go buy a truck and then just go ahead and throw 33s or even 35s on it, you know, with doing minor little modifications. I know you don't have to do any modifications to put the 33s on. So that's just crazy, because you know how much work you have to do to get 33s on these trucks. You know, a true 33 or even 35s, you're gonna have to do some cutting, you're gonna have to do a body mount chop, you're gonna have to have a lift. So it's a lot of stuff that you have to do to these trucks, you know. So that is one thing that is really nice, I think, about the 24. You'll just be able to throw bigger tires and wheels on, you know, pretty much really easy. I think there's been some little pieces that you might have to remove, like underneath here, but they've made it so you can just, you basically remove a little piece up there in the front and you get more clearance. So that'll be really good. So, you know, so that's kind of like the first story. That's kind of the first story I heard. The guy's happy. Like I said, he's really just got the truck just to hold him over until he gets the Pro. It must be nice. But yeah, I'm sure he worked really hard to get where he's at to be able to do that. So anyway, so yeah, it's nice for him. Congratulations to him. But the other story I heard was, now here's the other story. The other story I heard was, guy went to go check it out, test drove it, and everything, but what he had to say about the truck was the complete opposite. So basically what he said was, and he basically was like, the truck is underpowered, completely underpowered is what he said. That was like the biggest thing. Second biggest thing is, which is all, he said the looks of the truck in person is really underwhelming. And I kind of find that hard to believe, because, you know, I think the truck looks good, and then also, you know, it's all in the eye of the beholder. So people are going to think certain things look good, and some people are going to think it looks ugly. I showed the new truck to my wife. I actually showed her the truck that the gentleman bought earlier, the first guy that I was telling you about. Showed her the truck. She couldn't even tell the difference between the new one and the old one. She's like, she really couldn't tell, but you know, of course we can tell, right? But anyway, so the second guy, he's like, yeah, he wasn't too happy in person with the way the truck looked. And then he said it looked like they were more focused on the way the truck looked than they were on the driver comfort. So he said the seating position, he said the seats felt cramped. He said he felt like he was really cramped in there. He said it wasn't very comfortable is what he was basically saying. And also, again, you know, that's kind of weird because we've been hearing, you know, the seating positioning is a lot better in the new one. So he said that, yeah, he just said it felt cramped in there. He said the truck was really, really underpowered. And that's kind of like one thing where I was just kind of talking about, you know, all adding bigger tires and bigger wheels and adding on all this weight. Well, I can definitely notice it a little bit, just adding bigger tires to this truck and how it performs. And then, you know, these people are adding bigger tires, bigger wheels, and, you know, body armor and skid plates and camper shells. So, you know, they're going to get their truck retuned, or they're going to get their truck tuned, and then they're going to get it re-geared. So my thing is, with these turbocharged 4-cylinders, they are going to have 50 more pound-feet of torque, but you're going to be putting on bigger wheels and bigger tires, and then you're putting on all these accessories and things like that. I'm just wondering, how is the truck going to perform? Because I know with these trucks, you know, like I said, people put all that stuff on them and they just talk crap about them, but that's just, you know, they still love the heck out of the truck, and they say it's underpowered and they do all that stuff to it, and they still love it, and they still keep on wanting to go bigger and bigger. Like even with me, like after I just said all that stuff, you know, about the truck might not be, you know, as responsive as it was before since I put these bigger tires on, but I mean, it's not really that bad, and I still want to go bigger. So these are 265/75. Yeah, these are 265/75/16, and I definitely want to go with 285s. So I definitely want to go with 285s. Just still trying to figure it out. I don't think I want to do it with these wheels. Pretty sure I want to go to a 17-inch wheel and get some different wheels and get me an offset. I know that's for sure what I want to go with, because I do want a deep dish. I've been saying that ever since I got my first Tacoma. So, you know, sometimes it takes a while. It took me a while to even upgrade to go to 265/75, because I'm so used to just doing 265/70, you know, R16, or 265/70 R17, you know, and that's basically like the stock size tire for the TRD, not for the TRD, but your TRD 4Runner. It's basically the 4Runner size, 265/70/17, and that's why they come on those the TRD Pro 4Runner wheels. Those are what they'll typically come on the 4Runners, is the 265/70/17. So yeah, I definitely want to go bigger with this truck. I absolutely love this truck. So if you are thinking about getting a so kind of going back to the new 4th gen, my takeaway from it is, the more I see it, the more I like it. So going back to this other guy's truck, which was really, really nice, and maybe I'll even I spoke with him, so he said I could use some of his pictures. I might use his truck as the thumbnail for this video. But yeah, I really like the interior. So the second story guy, he didn't like the interior. He felt like it was cramped. To me, it looks really good. I like that big screen. I like the way the seats look. I like the interior. Like the interior of the new Tacoma, that's like one of the nicest things I think about the truck. And, you know, the way the outside looks. I like the exterior of the truck as well. So I'm actually pretty happy with it. The biggest thing for me is really going to be to test drive the truck. And I really don't think Toyota is going to mess this up. I mean, there's just too many loyal Toyota Tacoma buyers out there for them to mess this up, you know, because that's the thing about it. So I've been seeing a lot of people taking delivery of these trucks, and people are going out and getting them and getting them and getting them, and they're going to keep on buying them, because like, what else are you going to buy? You know, they got the new 24 Toyota Tacoma out. People are going in and they're going to pick it up. So pricing, that's a whole different story. You know, the prices are crazy. I've seen some of these, I don't know if it was an SR5 or what, but it didn't, I think some of the SR5s, they don't even have a back window that rolls down. And they're still asking close to, you know, $50,000, and you don't even have a back window that rolls down. But yeah, I don't know, guys. So tell me what you think that's gonna do it. Just wanted to kind of just touch base on that and just let you guys know a little update. I think the truck is cool. Like I said, I really need to test drive it, but I can't wait till it comes, you know, out this way and I can actually see one and test drive one. So thanks a lot for all the love and support. It's been a minute since I got a video to you guys. The truck is dirty. Just went out and was just playing around in it for a minute, just for a second, just took it for a little drive. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel. Have a good day and God bless. Peace.